In other news, political news, presidential aspirants have less than 5 days to name their running mates after the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, the IEBC, dismissed a petition by Azimio and maintained that the Thursday, April 28th deadline still stands. The stand by the IEBC means Azimio and Kenya Kwanza alliances, led by Raila Odinga and William Ruto respectively, have less than a week and not a month as political circles had earlier projected. Let's get more from our very own Samuel Gina.
The electoral agency is slamming the door shut on any possibility of keeping the running mate a closely guarded secret any longer. IEBC chairman now says the choice of a running mate is interlinked with the ongoing nomination exercise, whose period closes on the 20th of April. Chebukati, in a statement to political parties, invoked Article 148 of the Constitution that states each candidate in a presidential election shall nominate a person who is qualified for nomination for election as president as a candidate for deputy president, and that there shall be no separate nomination process for the deputy president. IEBC submitting that the presidential candidate and their running mate is a conjoined ticket and process. The commission chair further pointed out that the qualifications of a president and deputy president were the same. Their qualification requires one to be a Kenyan citizen, able to run for member of parliament, nominated by a political party, and nominated by not fewer than 2,000 voters from each of the majority counties. Chebukati used the ongoing nomination exercise that closes on the 28th of April to dictate to the presidential aspirants to equally make known their running mates. The IEBC chair noted that it is our considered view that by the time the party nomination window closes, presidential candidates should have nominated their running mates. And thereby, the commission further stated that the requirement that presidential and gubernatorial candidates submit names of their running mates by the 28th of April 2022 falls within the commission's mandate. A move that is likely to jolt both the Azimio and Kenya Kwanza camps that have kept their running mate choice a closely guarded affair. The Azimio team has formed a technical committee that will select a running mate for its presidential candidate Raila Odinga, an exercise that must now be completed in 4 days. The Azimio camp had earlier protested the 28th of April running mate deadline, prompting the clarification from IEBC. Azimio Presidential Secretariat spokesman Professor Makau Mutua had claimed the 28th nomination deadline was not the ultimate condition, but just one of the qualifications for those seeking to run for presidency. Borrowing from the qualifications of a presidential candidate that requires one to be endorsed by at least 2,000 voters from majority of the counties, Mutua reminded IEBC that it had set 23rd of May 2022 as the day for presidential candidates to submit the list of 2,000 voters supporting their bids. Equally, the Azimio presidential spokesman noted that IEBC had scheduled 29th of May to 6th of June 2022 as the dates for clearing presidential candidates alongside their running mates before the IEBC chairperson. For now, IEBC might have pulled the surprise element of the running mate S-card from the presidential aspirants. Samuel Gina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.